Hey everybody, this is Deborah and host of the Flipping 50 TV show and the Flipping 50 podcast. And I do see this, by the way, but there's nothing I can do about that little bedhead. So I have just run from my hotel room about 45 minutes out in heat and humidity, more humidity than I would have expected here in San Diego, more than typical. But actually, I'm a Midwest girl, gone to Boulder, high altitude, dry climate. I kind of love that. But here's what's going on. So, night in a hotel room, little, kink in my neck from just a different bed, from, falling asleep on the airplane, that kind of thing happening over and over. So, when you travel, you kind of have a different functional kind of a strength or mobility need than you might at home. And sometimes you have to say, okay, I can't do the plan. Here's what I wanted to do, but it doesn't always make sense. So here's what I'm doing, and here's why. I'm adjusting to the body that's showing up today. So rather than give you a canned, okay, I had these, and these exercises, what I'm doing is actually responding to what's going on, because I'm going to be sitting kind of at a conference all day long. So not to mention my hips, but my neck and upper back are oddly sore. It's just like I've been doing something crazy, and I haven't. So I'm going to put this down. I'm going to show you pre-run or post-run. This is very appropriate. So I'm going to get down here, and I know some of you are going to say, potentially, I can't do that. What if I can't do that? I want you really to try really, really hard to say, how can I modify that and do that? What could I do instead? So if you always default to, I can't, look for the, okay, don't say that out loud. Don't even say that in here, because what you say to yourself matters. But it might be that you instead would be better off on a chair. So just got my hands here, and maybe your move looks more like this, and you're doing something on a chair. This one happens to swivel. That's probably not a good idea. And you're doing it with limited range of motion, but so you can do it. So there are options. So keep your mind open to that and to asking, what could I do instead, right? And try not to use the word can't, okay? And maybe it's simply that you can right now. All right, so here we go. I'm trying to get in a position you can actually see my whole body. I call these Spider-Mans, okay, or spiders. So I'm in the top of a plank position, and I'm gonna go here with my leg, and I'm gonna rotate up, and I'm gonna rotate to the opposite side. This one's actually harder. Come back and do the other side. Step up. I'm gonna rotate inside to that leg, then I'm gonna rotate outside. So again, remember I talked about the upper back. We don't have mobility there like we needed. And look at the mobility through the hips, right? You're really opening them up, and you get a great stretch through the hamstring and the glute on this front side, and through the hip flexor here on this side. So keep this up. And you can repeat these, say 10 times, all right? This is spiders, great for pre-run or post-run, or as a part of any routine. So I'm gonna next just drop this leg down, and I want you to feel, I get this question, and it's a repeat from the other day. Do I tuck my tail under or not under? If you want a greater stretch and control what's happening at your hip flexor, you want to tuck that tailbone under like you've got a flashlight. Because otherwise, if you're arched, you don't feel a stretch, right? So you want to get a stretch, you've got to go into the right position, drop your shoulders back, and then if I have my right leg back, I'm going to take my right arm up, and I might also take this left arm. But if you don't feel stable there, you just grab something and hold it for a little balance and go only as far as you can. But this is now my front whole anterior chain of my core opening up. And because I'm going to sit at a desk and take notes much of the day, that's going to be a great one, right? And who doesn't do that on a lot of the days of the week? So second stretch here. I'm leaning in, I'm tucking my tailbone under, and same arm is going to come up. Let yourself exhale, okay? Waiting to exhale, stop it, right? Breathe out, because that kind of tells the muscles, okay, relax. We're not going to push. We're just going to let gravity do the work. And it will let go the muscles where you're feeling the most tension. Good. Come down. I'm going to come on straight, just so you can see this. So in this position, and again, you might be able to do this standing, okay? But I want to come down here, and I can lift that back knee up or not, but what I want you to watch is this. I'm going to bring that knee in and out, kind of opening the door. Now, it's not about stressing the knee, so if you're feeling that, stop doing it. But it's about, your hip is a ball and socket joint, so it can swing on that little hinge, and opening that up will change the inner thigh stretch and the glute stretch. I'm going to do it on the other side as well. Bring it forward. Really importantly, you're trying to bring your sternum toward me if you're facing me, and the heel goes back, so you're getting length, and then in and out, or out and in as it is. So my foot, even the sole of my foot, lifting up the ground a little bit. Okay. Now, the most functional thing I need to do next is jump into the shower and clean up a little bit. So those are your 2 exercises today. 3, really. Okay, so think about them. The spider to open up upper back and hips. Those 2 most common areas. Remember, if you loosen those up, the stability that should be in your lower back can stay there as opposed to big borrowing and stealing. And then you're going to open up, do a little bit more hip flexor, kinetic chain in front stretch. And then the last one was just kind of opening that hip up on the gate. We did that in the standing workout, slightly less of a stretch, more of a work on day 1. So remember, I'm going to put the resource in the notes right here. And I'm going to give you all the links to all week long videos that are here, so I have them in one place, and all of the exercises listed, so with boxes, so you could say, check, I need to do this one. This one was really good for me when I did it, this one, and you'll know at a glance, okay, remember this, this, and this, and it'll be a little bit easier for you. So if you want that, I'm sending that to my subscribers at that link above, and just subscribe, and next Wednesday I will send it out to you. And if you got it from here, you go, girl. Ask me questions if you've got them. I'll try to weigh in as I get time. Hey Wanda, thanks for being here. Hey Wendy, I'm scrolling just to see comments, and that's it. So all right, time for somebody to shower.